to be very careful once you transform.
Entonces debe tener cuidado después de todo.
Bueno, bien.
And scene.
Okay, did.
It's very good. I like how he turned into the Lobizon and then turned back, and he'd lost a lot of time.
This Lobizon transformation was more fit for dinner theater than Howling at the Moon. It might have something to do with the fact that he's the only son in a family of all girls. But I wanted to find out why seventh sons need to be baptized to prevent the Lobizon curse. So we went to an old Spanish mission to speak with a priest who over the years has performed hundreds of seventh son baptisms.
What is the story of the Lobizon?
The story is that the seventh son was, of course, baptized by the president of Argentina to protect him from apparently becoming a Lobizon.
Do people in Argentina still believe in this legend?
Not everybody, but many.
To help us out in our investigation, Father Smoley told us that there had been many seventh sons that had been baptized in his church, and he gave us an idea on where to find them. He also led us to a local farmer that said he had actual Lobizon DNA evidence.
So you had this experience with the Lobizon. What time of day was it?
¿A qué hora era más o menos?
Sí, a la una, pero sí, más
1 o'clock.
In the day or in the night?
In the morning. He heard the children were out there playing, and they said, Uncle, come.
Okay, so take us to where
Entonces
the
vamos
next thing
caminando, a ver.
Let's go look.
So basically you see these bricks here. Actually the children grabbed up the bricks and started hitting with the bricks.
We're hitting the Lobizon with the bricks.
Hitting the Lobizon with the bricks. The Lobizon actually went running up this way, jumped up on top of that cart, and came down, ran up around the house, and actually went inside the house.
Okay.
So he came into this room.
Okay.
Here's where the Lobizon came, and he managed to lasso it here.
Lassoed it in this room. So he dragged it out of the room.
Dragged
Show
it
me where
out.
you took it.
This is the lasso he used. That's where he started to hit it.
And he started
3 big old hits.
He hit it 3 times with a big stick.
That's when he actually tied him up to the tree. He said no to let him go. So that's when they just kind of eased up the rope.
Let the Lobizon go, and it ran off. It sounds a lot to me like you beat the hell out of a dog. I mean, it's just such a long encounter in so many different areas. You know, I mean, it's like he took this Lobizon through a double dare course. He said that the whip was covered in blood. Mm-hmm. Is that true?
Yeah, it was covered in blood.
It was covered in blood. Ask him if he'd be willing to sell us this whip. How about 50 pesos?
50 pesos. 50 pesos, ¿está bien? Okay.
Look at that, and we have a deal.
With the rope now in our possession, we'd be able to send it back to the U.S. to have it tested. If it was indeed covered in the animal's blood, we should be able to determine what animal, or human, it belonged to. The day now ending and the full moon rising, we needed to meet with a seventh son right away to see if we could witness a transformation into a Lobizon.
And of your 9 boys, this is the 7th?
Y de los 9 varones, este es el séptimo.
Sí.
When President Menem was in office, he came here. We baptized him. It's a custom from long ago. The seventh son's always baptized by the president.
Why does the custom exist?
They said if he wasn't baptized, then the Lobizon would come out.
Everything was going along fine until the father saw how late it was getting. Baptized or not, we could tell that he did not want his son outside that night, which was fine. We had an appointment to get to with another seventh son that lives in an area that has had multiple reported sightings of Lobizons. With this kid being treated as a pariah for not being baptized by the president, in an area being known for its large amount of Lobizon activity, this was the perfect place to set up our investigation and maybe, just maybe, catch ourselves a werewolf. Are you picking anything up on camera 4?
Not right now.
I thought I saw something on the edge of the road. What the hell was that? So, we are here in a small village where we're going to conduct our investigation for the Lobizon. This town area has been known for its reported sightings of the Lobizon, so our first priority is to investigate throughout this village for signs of our creature. Witnesses claim that the Lobizon is a snarling wolf man with sharp claws and a deep growl. This house behind us where we're setting up our base camp tonight is the home of a seventh son. With any luck, maybe this kid will transform before our eyes. We also know that the Lobizon likes to eat raw meat, so we have a big side of beef which we're going to hang up as well and focus one of our cameras on that. Certainly if we're going to find a Lobizon, this is the time and the place to do it. So we're going to set up our gear and get to work. What we're going to do is take our seventh son, sit him down, and monitor him throughout the night to see if he transforms into a Lobizon. Since there's been a lot of reported activity in the area, we're going to use our surveillance equipment to try to capture any evidence of an unusual creature. Tracking for footprints is out because it's way too dry and dense around the area, but we are going to use our thermal imager to see if we can pick up heat signals from anything warm-blooded around the camp. Also, we'll have our 4 night vision cameras that feed directly to our laptop, where Lindsay will be monitoring them. One of the cameras will be fixed on this point. Another one of the cameras will face out here towards the edge of this property. There's some animal pens out here. We've heard a lot of stories about the Lobizon coming and attacking animals. Another one of our cameras is going to be trained on our seventh son. And the final camera will just sort of be a general one which will sweep out over the edge of the property and give us a nice broad view if anybody or anything walks into the yard. Meat hook, check. Sketchy worn beef. Check. Okay, let's get the kid out here. Cheer's going right out here. I want this kid isolated in case he turns into a freakish werewolf. In some areas, the child's supposed to be named Benito. It's a benediction, a protective name, which keeps the curse at bay. In this case, this child wasn't in fact baptized by the president of Argentina and was not given the benedictive name. So in many circles, people would believe that he is susceptible to the curse. So you never know, at any moment this kid could